Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Diamond Duels podcast. My name is ThatGamingDad25. As always, this is my co-host Josh 2K.
What's good, everybody?
And today, we got another special guest for you guys. All the guests are special, man. We got a gentleman who spends his time making videos to help others, which is a huge W. If you watch My Team Wars, you've heard me and Josh mention him a couple of times. He puts out dope playbook tutorials, and he's my guy, man. It's going to be Stogie Oshea. Say what's up to everybody, my boy.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Josh, Gaming Dad, I appreciate you having me on. You know, the list of guests you've had on here, to get an invitation, man, it was special. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, it's ELE, man. Everybody love everybody.
I appreciate you coming through.
All right, so everybody watching, you know how this goes. The very first game we're going to play is going to be called This or That. I actually picked the subject this week, so I'll lead us off. The subject, since Stogie does playbooks, he kind of doesn't do like ISO ball or so quote-unquote comp. We want to get some system players. So you're building a team full of system players, all right?
Got it.
So I'll start us off with a point guard. For 2K24, it's going to be 2K24, 2K23. 2K24, you have the New Year's Pat Beverly. For 2K23, it's going to be Diamond, the Caruso that came out for Halloween.
I would take Caruso. I don't think that one's a pretty easy choice for me.
I love that Caruso card.
Yeah, so did I. It was a great card.
All right, shooting guard. You got the Ruby, Brandon Miller versus the Trophy Case Pink Diamond Rip Hamilton.
Brandon Miller. I think that's one of the more underrated cards in 2K20.
Oh yeah, Brandon Miller's good.
I use him a lot. Yeah.
At small forward, we got from 2K23, we got Pink Diamond Scotty, and for 2K24, we got Pink Diamond AK-47.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with Pink Diamond Scotty. I tell you, that card is probably one of the best level 40s we've had. And if you badged him up, like he came with very little badges, but you had the opportunity to badge him. If you badged him, that card was great. I love that card. I ran him for a while.
I think I ran him to like season 3 last year.
I didn't get him.
You didn't get him? Oh my goodness. Well, you missed out. All right, power forward. We're going this year's Pink Diamond Larry Bird versus last year's Pink Diamond Laurie Markkinen.
Hey, Larry Bird's one of my favorite players of all time, just not in 2K. So I can't pick him. Yeah, I got to go with Laurie Markkinen just because Bird, they just do him dirty. Eventually, he's going to get that card. I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
And then lastly, I think this is like a toss-up at the center position. The Diamond Kareem from this year versus the Pink Diamond Kareem from last year.
Ooh, yeah, that is a toss-up. They're like copy and paste. I'm gonna go with Pink Diamond Kareem from last year just because it seemed like when he was released, you know, he was just a much better center on the court than a lot of the other options. But to me, they're pretty much the same card.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I want to see, give you a little toss-up there.
I shot way better with the one last year.
Yeah, for sure. I shot way better with the one last year.
That 63 ball, that was a lie. That was at least an 80. At least an 80.
All right, so let's get into some of the news we dropped this week. Before we start, just a quick, not to be this guy. The reason I'm so short is because I moved into a new place, didn't bring my computer chair yet. So y'all don't judge me. I'm like in a dinner table chair. But this is going to be the new setup moving forward, and I will be like up here. So
you look little as hell on the screen. I'm not going to lie.
So y'all going to have to bear with me for just one podcast episode.
Can we take 1 second to talk about how shiny his head is? Can we just take 1 minute to talk about it?
I get a fresh shave before every podcast. That's the rule.
Oh my gosh. All right, that's my segment. I'm done.
All right, anything you want to get off your chest, Stogie?
No, I'm good. Let's just get into this, man.
All right, so 2K numbers, Pink Diamond Joel Embiid, our first free moments card of the year. What do you guys think? Stogie, we'll start with you. Just in general, are you happy with the card? Happy they gave us the card? What are your thoughts on the Joel?
I'm happy that he did what he did last week and had a moments card last week as well, because I don't know that this one would have been free had it not have been for the release last week.
Yeah.
I think that 2K had to look at it like if you wanted Embiid, you already had him. So why release another card that likely people wouldn't spend more money on because the changes aren't that different? The fact that they did, though, I was very excited about it, especially given the timing of it. If we get into it, we'll get into it. But the Pyramid of Power, that was some pretty poor content.
Oh
So
yeah,
the
we'll for
timing
sure
that-
get into that.
Yeah, the timing that Joel Embiid was perfect. The fact that it was free is great. I mean, the fact that you can run him at the 4 and at the 5. He especially if you're new to the game, being able to get that free card, that's great. And hey, look, I mean, at a center, you've got to be top 10 power forward. I'd say he's probably top 10 power forward too, depending on what you're looking for. But and he's free, and it's one of the easiest grinds. You can't even call it a grind.
Yeah, even if you pick up my team like today, I'm pretty sure you can go into one of those sim challenges, the semi-pro ones, and get to 70 points.
Do the mid-range one. Just chuck threes. It's easy.
Yeah, I was done in about 15 minutes, and I know other players got it done a lot quicker than that. It's one of the easiest free cards that we've gotten, and it's a good one. It's usable. You can put them in your lineup.
All right, Josh, what do you think about the Joel Embiid?
He pretty much said everything I was going to say. I think that, a free moments card is great. A usable free moments card is even better. So I can't complain. I don't think we would have got it if there wasn't already a Pink Diamond Moments Joel Embiid. So I hope that the standard isn't they either have to have a card already or they have to drop 70 points. So I hope that's not the standard we're setting because Cat didn't get anything. He had a 60 plus that night. But I think it was a major W. We needed it the day of Pyramids of Power because that was a big letdown, and I hope they continue to do that moving forward. But
and I agree. I hope they give us some more free ones. The way I thought about it before you said that about him just getting a card last week, I kind of thought if someone has a crazy game, then they'll get the free card. Like we've had some pretty good games. We've had some 50-point games this year. But 70 is, completely out of the ordinary. So that's kind of why I thought he got the card. But like what you guys said makes more sense. I'm kind of stupid. But
Cat had 62 the same night.
But
he already had a 2K Moments card also.
When I woke up, I just thought to myself like, well, Joel Embiid had a better game. Sorry, Cat, you came in second place. If you're not first, you're last. Sorry. But I would like to think they give us some more free ones, but I'm not thinking they will. I'm not gonna hold my breath. It'd be nice though, for sure.
Before we get into Rivals Week, we almost left this off. We need to talk about Pyramid of Power. That's how bad it was. We didn't even put that on the script because I erased it from memory already because we talked about it. We were excited about it going into it.
You were excited about it.
I knew there was gonna be a catch. I was not expecting 31K a Ruby and all the cards to be trash. DeMar might not be trash, but he's not worth the price point that he's set. And I got excited. I was, Wade was elite for his time. I got excited. I got let down. Luckily, Pink Diamond Joel came out that day. But 31K for a Ruby is ridiculous. I don't care if it leads up to a Pink Diamond. That's ridiculous. Especially if they're not even good cards. They're not even cards you can really run in salary cap and have an advantage really. That's my brand on that.
I told you guys DeMar DeRozan wasn't gonna be mid. I told you he was not gonna be anything special. He was gonna be halfway decent, which he is. But yeah,
he'd be good for cheaper. He'd be good for cheaper.
If that card, if it was the same price as a D Wade grind, I still might not have done it. Let's just put it like that.
I can agree with that.
He's okay at best. He doesn't crack my lineup, and we both have a full no money spent lineup, and he doesn't crack the lineup. I'm just not very excited about this card. The grind kind of put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. I think DBG worded it perfect. You got to be able to have an opinion on these things without comparing them. You could say Joel Embiid was a great addition. You guys can't even see my hands. Okay. You could say Joel Embiid was a great addition, while you can also say that DeMar DeRozan is shit. Right?
But sitting on the floor.
But just because I like Embiid doesn't mean I like DeRozan. Doesn't mean you could like it doesn't always have to be what's the state of 2K. It could be I like this promo, I don't like this promo. They don't have to go off of each other. All right, Stogie, what's your input?
I honestly just don't know what their target audience was with Pyramid of Power. For the life of me, I can't figure it out. I figured other than Sauce DeVille and Floki, I don't know who they were going after with that content. I mean, new players made no sense spending 150,000 MT for those rubies, and then if you were new, having to add amethyst, having to add diamonds to get your way up to DeMar DeRozan, and if you're an established player, what are any of those cards going to do for you? I mean, maybe Jaden McDaniels, but at 30,000, you're not really getting value, in my opinion, with that card. The target audience, I don't know who it was. Fortunately, since the Paul George fiasco, there's been some really good content from 2K. So, you got to expect them to slip up here and there. But man, when they slip bad. That one was tough. I looked at it and didn't even think about it again. There was no way I was going to attempt to do it.
And I think we could acknowledge that 2K, like you said, since the Paul George thing, has been W on top of W on top of W on top of W. But that does not mean when they put out some bullshit, we can't acknowledge that they put out some bullshit. Like we could acknowledge that the game's been great, but we could also acknowledge that this was bullshit. Do I think the game mode's in a great place? Yes. But I think they could have done that better, but I'm not going to let it affect me. The only people that enjoyed this promo would be collectors, I feel like. People are doing the collectors levels. That's about it.
And they're getting screwed.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right,
man.
So Pyramid of Power, anything else? Have anything to add?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think we could leave that one on the back burner. Oh man, excuse me. Rivals Week. Have you guys been participating?
I did the first 2 challenges. I haven't been keeping up with them, but from what they're saying, there's a free pink diamond at the end, so I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna catch up on them. I mean, they're easy grinds. I think they're on either pro or semi-pro. So with it being that easy, I am willing to bet good money that the pink diamond is gonna be garbage. But hey, it's a free pink diamond at the end of the day. You don't really have to do anything. It's like 10 minutes of grinding a day to get both challenges done. So, I'm excited to see who it is. I would assume it's from one of the teams that played, but we'll see.
It was, like you said, it's going to be not that great of a pink diamond, but I'm going to go on my little rant here that I meant to go on last week. 2K is doing the same thing they did last year at the same exact time. Last year was opals, this year is pink diamonds. They're flooding the market. Whatever packs we get for All-Star Weekend are going to probably be like the same as last time, where it's going to be a pink diamond for every All-Star card, and they're going to be relatively cheap. We've been getting a ton of pink diamonds, a free Chet, a free what's his name, Rajon Rondo, free Thurl Bailey. We got the free homeboy that's coming out tomorrow. Forget who it is. Chris Mullin. They're passing out pink diamonds left to right. T-Mac, AK-47, Steph. They're passing out like it's candy on Halloween. This is the same thing. They're killing the market for pink diamonds just to bring the opals in. And I called it. This is what they do. I'm assuming every year. I only started playing last year, but it was super predictable. Stogie, you participating in the Rivals Week?
Yeah. I mean, of course, I'm completing them. They're easy. As Josh said, they're all on pro. There's nothing to them. And I'm going to stay optimistic. Like I said, a lot of stuff has been good over the last month, so I'm not going to say that's going to be trash. Joel Embiid, prime example of how easy it can be to get a quality card. If I had to make a prediction, I did earlier. I think that I'm going to predict Jason Kidd, Pink Diamond Jason Kidd. That would be a lovely addition to the game. I know some people have been calling for an all-around point guard. I think that was Jazz. J Kidd's jump shot's already on quick. We already know what he does defensively and playmaking wise. Add some badges to him. That would be a nice reward. Maybe I'm too optimistic with that card.
Yeah, people love the ruby. People really love that ruby for its time. A pink
And
diamond would be a
amethyst.
great, yeah, it would be a great point guard. It's not gonna be game breaking. I could see them giving something like that for free, especially with us expecting a bad card. And when I say a bad card, any free pink diamond, I'm not gonna complain about because all like if it's that bad, I'm not gonna do it. So any free pink diamond is a dub. And as a matter of fact, like any free card in general is a dub. If you ask me, like I'm not sitting here complaining about a free card. Like people say this Magic Johnson shit. I don't care. Like any free card is a dub for me, and I just don't really care. I'm not gonna sit here and bitch about it.
Me neither. I'll get them all. We'll see who we get.
Yeah, I kind of got a completionist mindset of things. So if it's there and it's not insanely difficult, I'll do it. I mean, hey, it's a free card. Maybe, you know, it'll be fun for theme teams. I love doing theme teams. So, hey, we'll see.
And same thing here. That's something I've been looking forward to too. Like when I see these cards that aren't necessarily like the quote unquote best cards or don't make the lineup, I'm like maybe they'll make a Lakers team, an all-time Lakers team. When I start doing that, going that route, or you know maybe they'll do a different theme team. Maybe that'll be something we'll do later down the line. These cards will be useful somewhere.
Yeah, I got that bum ass Paul Pierce. I mean, that card's terrific.
Boy, that boy could jump 2 inches over a piece of paper. That's about it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Chris Mullin, Pink Diamond Chris Mullin. We're on to the next game mode, Clutch Time Online, which is actually a mode I did not like last year. I'm loving it this year. So this might be the first one I actually get as far as these cards go. I'll get my opinion on the card first. I think this Chris Mullin might be a little glitchy. Might be the best one out of this set so far. Like out of Thorough, Rajon Rondo, he might be the best one.
He could be.
I've heard in previous years Chris Mullin is a little glitchy. I've heard his jump shot's nice, and I just heard he's one of those guys, you know, not like a Danny Ferry type guy, but one of those like, you know, he's just nice. So I think he might be the best one out the bunch. What do you guys think?
I think that Chris Mullin cards are usually pretty solid, and I love his jump shot. If they give him some decent sigs, I know he's gonna have a 3-ball. As long as he can play a little bit of defense and they can let him slide into the shooting guard position, I think he'll be solid. I don't know that he's gonna be overly good, but I mean, hey, I think he will be good enough to play on some people's teams. Not the best teams in the game, but if I get him, I'll probably run him.
Stogie?
Hey, you know the Ruby Chris Mullin card. It's pretty easy card to green with. The shot isn't the fastest shot in the game. It's not the slowest. It's probably, you know, if I had to compare, a little bit faster than Michael Jordan's shot. So being quicker than that is helpful. The one thing I do like about what they're doing with the game mode agendas also is that it's not just for the player, right? Like it tiers up. So you get something on your way up. You're not just playing to 50 and waiting for a card, right? You get the Ruby Sam Cassell, you get the Diamond Shoe and the Shoe Boost along the way. What's the Emmy? Nick Nurse, I think.
Yeah, Nick Nurse this time.
Nick Nurse is going to be solid, I think.
Yeah, and the nice part is you're not just playing for 50, right? No, you're not looking at a mountain and saying, how am I going to get to the top? Like there's something along the way. So it makes it much more attainable. In my opinion, you know, every time I'm able to grab something, I don't care what it is, I'll take Diamond Shoes and Shoe Boost all day long this year.
Right? Yeah, right. I feel like I'm struggling to build shoes this year. But here's a question. I don't know if they've answered this on the playbook or not. I can't read, so I don't know. If you do all these grinds, that joke didn't land at all. Fuck. Okay, but if you do all these grinds, is there going to be an ultimate reward?
I don't think so.
I don't think they haven't said there is going to be one, but I also don't think they've said there isn't going to be one either.
Oh, here's his conspiracy theory. They didn't say it isn't happening.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know,
All
somebody's
right.
got to stir the pot a little bit. Like, what if I think people would be real pissed off if when they announce, you know, say the last one is Clutch Time Offline is, you know, Kevin Garnett, whoever, and then, but if you have all the other ones done, you get this Kevin Garnett, we got a nice little extra award for you guys. I think people would be a little upset that they didn't announce that ahead of time.
I think they would have announced that. I don't know. I feel like there's never a reward that they won't announce. They might announce something and it doesn't live up to it, but they're not gonna not announce it.
I just like to throw shit out there because something's gonna stick, and when it does, I got footage of it.
Yeah, all right. He can delete this footage when it doesn't stick.
All right, are you guys ready for the secret draft?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right. So as always, me and Josh know the subject to this draft. Stogie does not. If you guys want to play along with him and try and guess with them, close your eyes. I will put the subject on the screen for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. Josh, you want the number 1 pick or you want me to get the number 1 pick?
I'll let you decide what pick you get first.
Okay, I'll take number 1. Give me my boy Kobe at the 2. Pink Diamond Kobe at the 2.
Okay. I'm going to go with Diamond Dwight Howard at the center.
I'll take Donovan Mitchell because I don't even know where to start right now.
Okay.
All right, so give me Stogie's boy, Larry Bird. I'll take him at the 4.
Okay. I'm going Pink Diamond Steph at my point.
Man, I'm lost. Diamond Will.
All right. I don't got a center. Okay, give me who won it last? Who was it? Give me at the point Buddy Hield, whatever his best card is this year.
Oh no, Buddy Hield sighting. No way. All right. At my 2, let me get Pink Diamond Jordan.
Let me do my Googles.
I'll go with Amethyst Aaron Gordon, players that won an All-Star Challenge.
Oh man.
I think I gave that one away.
Oh,
when I said who won it last year, I think I gave that one away.
Yeah,
I promise you I didn't hear that comment. I'm taking it. I got it right.
You got
Yeah.
it. I
was
never had
sitting
somebody
here
get it before the final round. This is insane.
when I was looking at Buddy Hield, I was like, who won it last year?
I knew when you said
right?
Buddy Hield.
With Aaron? Oh yeah, Aaron Gordon got it.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon. Yeah,
Finally got it.
I think Will.
we just made history right now. Did
Yeah,
Donovan
that's the
Mitchell win
fastest we got.
something?
I think Donovan Mitchell might have won a dunk.
Won the dunk contest, huh?
I think he was a part, like when they did the team dunk contest. I think he was a part of that.
I was just throwing players out because I had no idea where it was going.
When
Yeah,
you said
the first guess is always
Dwight
toughest.
Howard, I was like, fuck, there's no other fucking centers. That's one of these
Pink Diamond Cat won a 3-point contest like 2 years ago.
Yeah. You're right.
This is why you got to have a big board, man. Got to have a big board.
All
I
right,
don't even think Buddy Hield won. I think he finished in second.
No, because wasn't the big deal because they said that Buddy Hield.
Yeah,
No, it's
they
because he
gave-
got a card.
He got a card
He
but
wasn't
finished in
supposed
second.
to. Oh. All right, that's all me.
Oh man, that's the
Straight there
fastest
over
draft.
Mac McClung.
Yeah,
No, because he got
right
it. No, didn't Dame win it? The
Dame won
3-point
it
contest.
last year. Yeah.
But then they gave the card to Buddy Hield.
Well, that's a fumble.
All right.
Shout out to Stogie for that one.
Yeah, I don't see. That's how you know I don't know hoops. I was going based off of the 2K cards.
Oh,
All
my
right.
goodness.
So, but that's going to transition into the next subject, the new All-Star event. They're doing it kind of similar to the Tis the Season event last year, where you're going to get a daily card. Yeah, it's going to be a daily card. 5 rubies, 5 ammies, 5 diamonds to lock in for a pink diamond, which is kind of what I've been asking for, so I put my hands up so you guys can see them. Kind of what I've been asking for. They haven't gave us one of these yet, and I'm ready. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I don't think Glenn Robinson's going to be very good for the first card, but I'm excited. I think there's going to be some good budget cards in here. Like, I know everybody expects the lower tier cards to be trash because they tend to do that. I think there's going to be at least one good ruby, one good amethyst, and maybe 2 good diamonds. I think there's going to be some decent cards along the way. And then I feel like the pink diamond is going to be a relatively big name. Maybe not anything too special, but a relatively big name I think would be the lock-in because it's got to be all-star worthy.
But you know, one thing I don't like is you have to get the whatever the challenge is, you got to get it done that day. I don't know if they've ever done that before.
I didn't read it. Do you have to do the challenges
So
within 24 hours?
In the playbook, it says if you miss this day's challenge, it'll be in the player market for VC or MIT points. If you want to pull it up, I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Yeah, I remember it saying that now.
4 hours each player.
That kind of sucks, but
it does. But we always say we want a reason to play the game. There's our reason.
There's your reason.
And at least I know, if nothing else, this is gonna be the first time I get the full week's worth of login challenges in like all year.
Oh man,
Stogie, any predictions?
I can't say I have predictions, man. I'm just happy with the content that we're continuing to see. Like it seems like it's been like 4 weeks of straight content. I hope it keeps coming because the game is just, it felt stale for a very long time. It was very monotonous. You just turn it on, play, turn it off, and then it's a basketball game. I guess a lot of people just have fun turning it on, playing basketball. But we needed something just to break up gameplay. And the last 4 weeks, it seems like they've been making an effort to do that. So this is just something to add to that. Who the player is, Josh said he's got to be all-star caliber and a pink diamond. So I mean, will he make everybody's lineup? Probably not. Will he be worth it for a lot of players? Absolutely.
And I've been saying this since the Inferno challenges came out. They started with Inferno challenges. They gave us Roy Hibbert like during that also. I was like, if we got the All-Star event coming too, like as long as the All-Star event is halfway decent, this is gonna be the best season we've had so far. And they gave us exactly what we want. Something that isn't gonna be a one-day grind. Something's gonna stretch out for 2 weeks. So far we've had 4 weeks worth of content planned out, not including the game mode rewards, not including the Chris Mullin, not including the Thurl Bailey, not including the Rajon Rondo. So far we had 4 weeks worth of content out of the season 6 weeks. So it's like we've had content for every week of the game so far. And I hope they don't get lazy with it, because doing the game modes this way is automatic content, right? Technically every week you got something new to do. Hopefully they stay on this path and just keep giving us content every week, man. That's my hopes.
I'm with you on that. Like I said, I think it's been missing all year. And not even we're talking agenda based. Like even when you look at the game modes and the things they added to it, like the ascension boards and what you could pull off of those boards. If you don't have the players you can grab. If you have the players, the MT you can make off of it. Like it's been quite a change, quite a turnaround.
Huge.
I just want to see it keep growing, or this should be the floor, right? Where we're at right now, this should be what we should be getting, and should have been getting since the start of the year, as far as I'm concerned. Now that we're here, let's hope we don't regress and maybe grow on it, man, because it's making it funner. I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but it's funner now that there's stuff to do.
And that's what 2K can do to make this even worse, is to regress, like you said, because we got the expectation now.
Yeah,
like we got a taste of it. What he said, I don't want a taste, I want the whole damn thing.
Oh my god.
but yeah, like they can't give us all this pause and expect us not to keep wanting it. God damn it. Oh man, why am I like this? But but yeah, even like you said, we'll touch on the ascension boards real quick. We'll come back to the other subject. We're gonna skip around a little bit. You mentioned the ascension boards. Someone in the comment section last week, I'm sorry off the top of my head, I don't remember who it was, because I was shitting on how there's so many free diamond packs getting thrown away into the level 40. And they said that, those packs helped me get Kobe. And I didn't realize all those diamonds are tis the season diamonds. And what are all the cards that are on the ascension boards? Tis the season diamonds. The cards that are in the game mode, the wheels. You got Ray Allen. You got I think there's one more. So if you even had like a couple cards from the Kobe set, like if you just play, you could get Kobe. And the Ascensions in all the different game modes, that's a huge W that, you know, you could get this board that takes you automatically to the top. And I think there was a Diamond Ray Allen. I think there's Diamond John Wall on there. There's
Diamond D'Lo, I think.
Diamond D'Lo, yep.
Trying to remember all the names I saw in there.
And they're all sellable. I pulled the Amethyst out of there and was upset because it wasn't a diamond, and I was able to quick sell it because I sold it for a good MT.
Yeah. I think the Ascension boards were a complete W. Honestly, this is one of the better things they've done because I don't know. I love the Ascension boards and they've never been worth it, but I just think they're fun. There's something.
Yeah, even from day one when they first did it, like I think it was introduced on like what was the game mode that was like triple threat, but you pick like one of your cards, and then
it was the old draft style.
Yeah, it was the old draft. And then that was the first Ascension board, and that shit was fun as hell. Even if there wasn't shit on there.
Yeah, it's like a mini game. There usually wasn't any good rewards on there, but it was fun, you know. It's kind of like I don't know. It makes me go back to when I was a kid. I don't know, something about it.
Well, it's even more fun now that there's good cards on there.
Yeah.
Stogie, you pull anything decent on the Ascension?
Really, the best card I pulled so far is D'Angelo Russell. Quick sold him, made some good MT off of it.
And that's the thing.
Stuff too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even if you just quick sell these cards, it's a come up.
It's like 60K, something like that. My best pull on there is Nick Young, and you know all about that card.
Either dick, Josh.
Well,
you just love showing off.
Hey.
That's crazy. All right, so Dcentric made the tweet today. He said, "Are y'all a fan?" Also, shout out to Dcentric, friend of the pod. "Are y'all a fan of this slow-paced content drop? Pink Diamonds as a top tier in late January, and basically every release on normal timing. Not saying I necessarily have a preference, but do y'all? We only really have one super complete card, which is Kobe, and he's the most expensive card in the game. How are you guys ready for the Juice SIGs and Juice attributes and everything like that? Or do you guys like the pacing that's going on right now?"
I'm gonna go first on this one. I have the most fun at this time of the year. I think the game gets a little watered down when every card can do everything. I like the idea of, you know, there's good cards and it feels rewarding. I'm not ready for everybody's lineup to be the exact same lineup. I mean, when you run into the best lineup in the game, yeah, they're all pretty similar. But now I feel like there's way more variety than when they start juicing SIGs, making jump shots on quick, because that's when the meta really kicks in and everybody wants to be meta. And this is what's fun for me. Like, I enjoy this, you know. And once it gets to the point where everybody's shots on quick or very quick, and everybody can curry slide, and everybody's got the best dribble animations, it's just the game seems watered down to me.
All right, Stogie, what about you? You ready for the Juice SIGs?
I mean, I'm enjoying the game as it is. I don't mind the Juice SIG so much. What I'm not looking forward to is when the height takes over the game. That's when it limits you from being able to use, you know, your favorite players, which to me is what my team revolves around. But as soon as that height gets added, as soon as Ben Simmons is in the game, as soon as Yao is in the game, and your favorite center is gone. If you want to compete, you know, or have the best lineup, Yao's in your lineup. When Ben Simmons is in there, whoever you want to run at point guard, you know, he's not going to really do much against Simmons, and that's the part that concerns me is when they add the height, because I would say even with the shots where they are with release speeds and you know the pacing considered to be slow, I don't consider it to be too much different than last year. I mean, I know we had Yao around this time last year, so you know I'm not ignorant to that fact, but there's been a lot of cards just like last year that were inserted in there to throw the jump tiers aside, but that were just far better than the other cards that are in the game. Like you go back to season 1, that Shaq card, right? I know he's one-dimensional inside player, but he had 99D, 3 weeks into the game. I don't consider that pacing.
Yeah.
You know, you look at LeBron, whether you like him or not, the man can hold 60 Hall of Fame badges. And there's no irony or no coincidence, I should say, that you could buy 64 pack Hall of Fame badges after that LeBron dropped, right? And you're playing against 60 Hoff badge LeBrons, you're playing against 62 Hoff badge Kobe's. And like last year, when you look at it, you had, like the Tim Thomases of the world that were thrown in there that were OP. And Kobe's that player this year. So I kind of move gem tiers aside and just kind of look at the player levels and what they can do. And like I said, each season has had that player that's just a little bit above the rest of everybody else. And if you had him on the court, you had a little bit of an advantage. So the pacing to me is not too different than last year if I compare it to last year. The shot speeds, SIGs, animations, they're coming. They're fine to handle. It's the height. It's the height. When it gets to the height, that's when the game to me, like when I can't put, like, even though Jordan isn't a good example this year with that shot, but when I can't run Michael Jordan because the shooting guard across from me 6'8" or 6'9", with a 7-foot plus wingspan, it makes the game a little disappointing to me. I can't run my favorite players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you. For me, I feel like people, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like they think because the cards don't have juice tendencies, there's no good cards. Me personally, this is my wheelhouse right here. Because Tim Thomas's of the world, I don't know how to use those cards. So if you know how to use them and I don't, that's a disadvantage to me. I got Tim Thomas. All he was a spot up shooter for me. That's it. So
I got banned for Tim Thomas.
So yeah, like I just think the tendencies will come. I think I get it. If you're like one of the better players, you want a card you could dribble around with. I get that. The quick jump shots, I feel like those kind of break the game a little bit too. Like the right quick jump shots, because right now you can only shoot a shot if you're open. NBA open. When those quick jump shots start to come out, that's when you can start doing those. Like, you have like this much space, like the gap between Steph Curry's teeth, and it's considered open. Like that's
crazy.
A little crazy.
Why are we talking shit on Steph right now, man? He's watching.
I just be talking just because the way he did me in the last game. But I agree. I think Yao Ming is gonna break the game when he comes. The only reason I say so is because size doesn't matter too much this year. In the sense where, like, I've ran into like Penny and taller guards going into Steph. They can't just dominate him in the paint. Haven't run into Magic yet. But the thing with Wemby's strength was so low that his size didn't matter too much. I think Yao's going to be slower with the lower jump shot than Wemby, but his strength is going to be way higher. So that's when we'll see if a 7'5", 7'6" Yao Ming with high strength could just dominate a 7-foot center. That's when we really see how the size affects the game.
I guess I can agree with that.
Now, if my was Shaq 7 foot this year, 7 foot.
Yeah,
7'1", I think 7'1", 7'7" wingspan.
If my 7'1" Shaq can play hands up defense on Yao Ming and get a stop, then that'd be amazing. Then I would say this game is far from perfect, but it's fair. All right, so moving into a new game. I came up with literally on my drive home today. I think it's going to be a banger. It's called I Have a Question. All right. So today I got a question. Josh, Stogie, would you rather face against Ty Debo with a 30-point spread or a completely random person in the 2K universe? Here's the prerequisites. Ty Debo does not know you have a 30-point spread. He's just playing the game just to play. The random person could be anybody from someone who bought the game yesterday to Splash. And this game is for your life.
Oh shit!
Who you picking?
Damn, that took a turn. Let me get a random, man. Ty beat me by 100, so I need more than a 30-point spread. Let me get a random and pray. So
I'm with Josh on that one. Give me a random 365 days a year.
Fuck you, give me Ty Debo.
No, I'm sorry, man, but
I didn't know you were feeling this way. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you, man. if like this life isn't what you're looking for, man, I'm here. Cause
I need my inhaler. Oh shit.
I think sometimes we'll get lost in some of Ty's videos if he's focused so much on featuring one player. And,
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Maybe I'll run into Ty when he's doing the card review.
But when he wants to, and I think every one of us in here would be victim to it, he would flood us, and 30 points would not be enough. We would all be in big trouble. Give me the random, give me the luck of the draw, and let me pray it's somebody new to the game.
I actually thought I ran into Ty today on Triple Threat Online. The guy's name was Proverbs something, and I know that's Ty's thing. I was like,
I thought Ty was two-way Rocco. Did he switch it?
I think he has multiple accounts.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I hopped on the mic, and I was muted. I was waiting to see if he was going to say anything. And I was like, oh, this isn't Ty when I started playing him because I won. I was like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. And there wasn't any Timberwolves gear on the court, so I knew. But I was terrified at first.
I think I played the same guy, Proverb 35.
I think it was him, yep.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, that was I Have a Question. Let us know your hypotheticals in the comments down below, so we could feature those, and we'll feature your name on here also for whichever one we pick. Just wanted to throw a little wrench in there. I thought it'd be a fun game to play. I'd be dying, I guess. I'll die on this hill, literally.
Yeah, you will.
All right. So last question before we get into a little bit of background with Stogie. When will we get another Inferno grind? I think I called it. I think I nailed it right on the head. I think we're going to get one a season. I think that just makes the most sense because they can't give us too many free cards. But what do you guys think? When do you think we'll get one?
I think we might see one the last week of the season. That's what I'm thinking.
But then if they do that, when are they going to give us the next one?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not gonna do it at the same time as this All-Star event. So that's 3 weeks. So I guess, yeah, it probably would be the start of next season. I don't see us getting another one this season if they're not gonna do it the last week, because I can't imagine them doing it back-to-back weeks.
Nope.
No, I'm with both of you. I think it'll be next season, first or second week. Second week, I'll say next season.
Hoping for another one this season,
let me create a picture for you guys, right? Get on my Bob Ross shit. Next season drops. Opal level 40 reward. Opal Larry Bird reward. Opal packs for the first drop. And it's an Inferno grind. Who's not hyped for that?
I think everybody's hyped for that. But I also think you're on drugs for thinking you're gonna get all that.
You don't think so? Because remember when they dropped Pink Diamonds for the first time, it was the Pink Diamond. Jimmy Butler was the first Pink Diamond card you could get.
It might happen that way. Maybe you're not crazy, but there's always a but. All right. One of those cards is gonna have to be trash.
They're probably all gonna be trash, but that's okay. They're really gonna be Pink Diamonds in disguise, but that's cool.
Let me get Opal Trae Young for level 40.
if 2K wanted to troll, like they would do that, but make them juiced as fuck. If they want to troll, if 2K, you're watching this, look at me. Make Trey the first juiced card, please. Please,
nah,
the first card with the most
99 dunk.
Nah, give me Trey, because everybody shit on Trey last year. Give him the most juiced things possible.
I'd run the fuck out of a good Trae Young card. I love Trae Young. So last year I was so disappointed.
All right, so let me get a little bit of your background, Stogie. So how long you been playing my team for?
I didn't pick up my first 2K game till halfway through 2K22.
That was the first 2K game you bought?
Yeah. My son, he's been playing for a while. He's been playing for about 9 years now. I think 2015, excuse me, was the first year he got it.
I was gonna say you're doing game and dad math right now.
Yeah, I'm good at math, as you can tell. But 2015, he's been playing, and a lot until recently. Like we used to game together. Like the room I'm sitting in right now is built for me and my kids to play video games together on different consoles. So even whatever I was doing on my PlayStation, he was over on Xbox kicking it with 2K. And then finally, like I watched enough, and I said, okay, I gotta get this game. So it was halfway through 22 was when I first picked it.
Okay. Now, when did you realize that you have you ever coached? What made you want to do the playbook tutorials? I want to know what really drew you to that. Is that just your style of playing 2K? Is that you've done coaching in real life and that's just something you're interested in? I want to know where that came from.
Well, it came from so last year when I started getting a little bit of recognition and people knew my name some, and others were pushing me to stream or do any sort of content creation, I made videos on what I did and did well, which was XP agendas. And that was my intention going into this year, was that I was going to do videos on XP agendas again, stacking them, easy ways through them. If you're looking at 150 blocks, an easy way to get them, something like that. When the courtside report came out before the game came out about my team, I realized that wasn't an option. Right. So I went into 2K24 without really, I went into 2K24 really without a plan other than to just play. And then once we got in here and I saw that, playbooks weren't as accessible as they used to be. And in particular, shout out T Smalls. I was watching T Smalls stream. And he pulled up a playbook and he went to go look at some plays he wanted to add to his favorites and saw that the play art wasn't there on the whiteboard. And he's like, well, I don't know where these players are going to. What am I supposed to do? And I was like, you know what? I don't either. Man, I don't have the playbooks I'm used to running. So that the light bulb kind of went off, and I'm like, okay, well, I can start looking at playbooks, looking at different plays, and while I'm learning, I can record. And if I find anything that I think is worth sharing with people, I'll share. It gained traction. A lot of people seemed to like it at first. So then I made it a point of saying, all right, if I started this, now I'm going to finish it. So I started looking for every playbook and every way I could get it. I can't tell you how many base packs I opened to get all 68 playbooks, but I did. And I completed all those playbooks. But really, to answer your question, it was because what I intended to do for 2K24, it wasn't an option. Those agendas were gone. And that the agendas are really, I wouldn't be in here if it wasn't for XP agendas last year. I just like any other game, I looked at them as side quests. And I don't know if you two know this, but last year I had over 5 million XP points.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
2K23, yeah, I had seasons with 700,000 XP.
That boy was doing everything.
Yeah, I got, and that's where I got some notoriety. I didn't even know it was a thing. And then I got an email saying I was a finalist for my team GOAT. I thought it was a scam.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that video actually today.
I actually opened up a ticket with 2K, not for me, for them. Just say, hey, somebody's messing around with your cybersecurity. You might want to look at this, because I didn't know it was real. I just thought somebody was out to scam me.
Yeah, y'all scamming.
Yeah. Well, I found out it was real, and then we fast forward, and I was on 2K TV and got that award. And,
that's so fire, man.
I went from and then people caught on to my name, and then others in the community announced my name, and I went from 10 followers on X, because I was only on there for information, to 250 in 15 minutes. And
that's awesome.
Then I started making videos because people were pushing me, and it turned into these playbook videos just because of the lack of accessibility and no play art on the whiteboard. Really how it all came together.
Man. See, that's how you adjust on the fly. That's how you adjust on the fly. Because there were a lot of things that were taken out of last year's game in this year. There are a lot of things that they took away, and a lot of content creators had to really try to make a change as quick as possible, because they took a lot of content between that. You got the auction house, all types of things. So I'm happy you found something, and it looks like it's doing very well. I know that you definitely helped me out a little bit, so I can't complain.
Well, if you don't mind, I do want to say that was the whole intent, Josh. You know, when I look at a lot of what people do and what they do is their own business. But, you know, the videos are a lot of just showcasing their gameplay. And hey, why not? You know, if you're good, if you have skill, why not share it with people? But there wasn't a lot of videos that I could find, especially being a new player, that can take you from 2KU to being a skilled player. Like there's a huge gap in there. And the videos that I wanted to do was to help and support, right? Isn't that the idea of a community? Like community glittered in our timeline. But I don't know if everybody embraces that word the way it's meant to be. And I wanted to make videos that can help people, that can support people. A stepping stone, right? To bridge a gap. I've said that in recent posts I've put on X. You know, you look at the videos that like Ron Beto, Irv Gotti, Everyday RCA, Jersey Made, what they do. Now imagine if you just started the game, you go from 2KU and you go to their videos. You don't stand a prayer. So, you know, I was looking to make videos first with agendas and now with playbooks that can help you have a little bit of fun, maybe enjoy the game a little bit while you're learning the game. Like make no mistake about it, the videos I'm doing this year, playbooks, if you go into a game and you run a game with 8 same plays for 20 minutes, you're gonna get dropped off real fast. They're just in there to add to your gameplay. You run your freelance, you know, work your stick. And if you get stuck and you need something different, throw a play in there. That's all it is. It's really just to allow you to have fun and not just feel like you're stuck and I can't get out of this game. I can't do anything to create space. Really, the idea behind the videos, Josh, was to help. So to hear you say that helped you a little means a lot to me because that's all I wanted. You know, I've been offered money for my videos on YouTube and I've turned them down because I didn't get into this for monetization. I didn't get in this with growth aspirations or anything like that. I got in it because I played basketball my whole life. I finally picked up a video game and started playing basketball, enjoyed it, became part of a community that embraced me and they didn't have to, and I just wanted to pay it forward and just help. That's all I was looking to do, was find a way to help.
So let me start by saying you're better than me because I ain't never turned down no money. But so question.
You would have gatekept it, don't lie. You would have gatekept all that information.
Never in my life. I love my people. But so what did you think as far as my Team Wars goes? What did you think when I messaged you? And then what did you think when the follow-up message came from Josh? This is a two-parter.
I was I would say I was surprised at first. Not by any ways turned off by it. Actually, it's quite flattering, to be honest with you, that you would even think of reaching out to me for help with that stuff. And then immediately, like I just went into the type of questions you should be asking. Okay, what's your gameplay? So I've seen you play, but how do you like to play? And then I just went into the way I would normally go through a video. Like that was my thought process was, all right, so this is how you like to run. I'm familiar with this playbook. I'm familiar with this playbook. I think these would fit his style perfectly. And then I just hopped in the game and started doing it like I would do a regular video. Again, my initial reaction was it was flattering that you even asked. And then after you asked, it just went right into, okay, what can I put together for you first and then Josh second? And to be quite honest with you, I'm looking forward to seeing how that all turns out.
Yeah, when Josh is salty ass.
I was mad. I was like, wait a minute, you're running plays now? Because he didn't say anything about he was going to start learning plays. He's never ran a play on me a day in his life. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I got a personalized video with a playbook fit to my play style. I was like, I'm about to get flooded. What the fuck?
I still lost, but that's because I didn't pick the playbook. I didn't pick the playbook. That's all me. That's all me.
The playbook, man. Got to put it in there.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Josh. Anything you want to close out on?
I do have one question for you, and I know that this is very much subjective. What's the best playbook in the game? That's what I need to know.
For me, I have 3 that I run I don't run the same one all the time. You might pace me more than once. Plus, I like to mix it up just to keep things fresh. The Magic, the Rockets, and the Trailblazers.
Okay.
All three. I really enjoy those plays. There's some good variety. There's a lot of double screens in all of those playbooks. Those are my top three, and I don't think there's a close fourth for me.
I was hoping you were gonna say the 13 Heat. I was hoping.
Well,
So I'm assuming that's the playbook he picked for you, then, huh?
Don't worry, you're getting flooded regardless.
I will say that if you ask the 2K community their favorite playbook, probably 90% of them would say the 13 Heat playbook. All right, so
Yeah.
I got nothing against that playbook. There are some very good plays in there. I just think that the amount of people that do use it, you can pick up on the plays.
Yeah, you'll pick up on it quick.
Yeah, pretty quickly. You can pick up on the ones I do too. That's why I said don't take my videos and think I'm saying run playbooks.
So you saying I should just run these plays over and over and over again against Josh? That's what you're saying?
Hey, I give you plays with multiple options, so you could play them more than once.
He made the running plays for idiots edition. He said, "Look, you can run this all game, baby." But all right, so Josh, I'll take care of the begging segment this time.
Yes, sir.
Stogie, you know a lot of people in the community. Okay, a lot. You got to know a lot of people around. We always got to ask. You've chilled with us for going on the hour now. You know the vibes. Who's someone you think we should have on the podcast? But if we don't know them, you got to help us get them on.
Okay, well, I will do I could only do so much, and I'll reach out to him. But I'll tell you one person who I wouldn't mind hearing talk is somebody who's up and coming. He's like, when I talked about me putting in the grind last year, he's putting in the grind this year, and he's getting the notoriety he deserves for it. Two-Way Dream. I'd love to hear what he has to say
Two-Way
about
Dream.
the game.
Is that his Twitter? Two-Way Dream?
Yeah, he's the one that got the first Hakeem.
Oh, okay. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Is this the first real one, or is this?
It depends on who you talk to, right? But he got the first one, and he's growing fast. He's getting a lot of support from some very notoriety people in the community, and he seems to be very respectful. He understands the game. I think he might be fun to talk to.
No doubt. I just followed him. Let's see if he follows me back. I'll shoot him a DM. All right. Is there anything you want to close out on, Stogie?
No, I just want to thank you again for having me on here. I really do appreciate it. Your other guests, they're in this community, they're staples. I by no means, when I got invited, I think that I could fill their shoes.
Don't be humble. You're a staple.
Hey, you got the My Team GOAT award. I don't think many people.
Yeah, I don't think you could beat that.
Well, that's just spending a lot of time on the game award, right? That's not.
I spent a lot of time on the game, and I wasn't even consideration. So you.
I wasn't even top 5.
But with that said, and knowing the people that you've had on here, I just want to say thank you. I do appreciate it, and to even think about being included with those individuals, man, it took me back. Thanks.
No doubt, it was a pleasure having you, man. It was a pleasure for sure. Everybody that's been rocking with us this whole time, if you made it this whole podcast, I do appreciate you as always. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Peace.